Today we are going to discuss a topic that is conjugated molecules. Basically, there are different type of molecules, biomolecules, like we are having protein, lipids. Basically, there are four biomolecules: carbohydrate, and fourth one is nucleic acid. I think here nucleic acid. These four are the biomolecules. Like what is basically conjugated molecules? Conjugated molecules are basically molecules that are formed when these biomolecules of the two different groups combine chemically. They are known as conjugated molecule. For example, like if we talk about lipid and carbohydrate, when lipid and carbohydrate mix or combine together, they make glycolipid. So here glycolipid is basically a conjugated molecule. Now if we talk about glycolipid is also known as cerebrosides. Now what is cerebroside? Glycolipid is also known as cerebroside. Why it is known? Because cerebroside, the word comes from a brain. Like they are present, this glycolipid, they are present in the white matter of the brain and the myelin sheath of the nerve fiber. They are present in that. Here I am writing as well that they are present in, like we are talking about glycoprotein. These molecules are present in the white matter of the brain and the myelin sheath of the nerve fiber. They are present. That is why that word comes from that brain, cerebroside. So glycolipid is also known as cerebroside, and they are also present or found in the inner membrane of the chloroplast. It can be asked, inner membrane of chloroplast. Now, like this glycolipid is a conjugated molecule. Similarly, if we talk about protein, when protein and carbohydrate combine together, what they made? They made a conjugated molecule, that is glycoprotein. Glycoprotein is also known as mucoid. Why? Because like glycoprotein, if we talk about, like, it is formed by the molecules of the protein and carbohydrate. Mucoid is basically, why it is known as mucoid? Because it is present in the whitish part of the egg. This glycoprotein is basically present in the whitish part of the egg. Like we can say that the part of the egg, albumin, and it is also present in gonadotropin. Writing gonadotropin. So basically gonadotropin, why it is present? What is gonadotropin? Gonadotropin is basically a hormone that activates the gonads. Gonad is like present in, so that gonadotropin, it is present in gonadotropin as well, and gonadotropin is basically a hormone that activates our gonads. Now basically here most of the oligo and polysaccharides in the animals and the plants cells, both oligo and polysaccharides in animals and plant cells are linked covalently with the protein molecules. Like many oligo and polysaccharides in the animal and the plant cells are basically linked. How it is linked? Covalently with the protein molecules, means many are just linked with the protein molecules. Now this is also a conjugated molecule that is formed by the molecule of the protein and the carbohydrate, and it was formed by the molecules of the lipid and carbohydrate. This is a conjugated molecule and this is also a conjugated molecule. Now if we talk about the third conjugated molecule, that is when lipid and protein combine together. When lipid and protein combine together, they make a conjugated molecule, that is lipoprotein. They are basically formed by the molecules of the lipid and the molecules of the protein. What are the functions of that? Basically they help in the transportation of the lipids in blood plasma. If we talk about that where it is present, so basically it occurs like lipoprotein occurs. These molecules occurs in as a component of the membrane of the mitochondria. They occur as a component of membrane of the mitochondria, as well as endoplasmic reticulum, in the nucleus as well, and in the egg yolk as well. Egg yolk is basically, in Urdu we say the egg yellow part, that is a zardi. So it is basically a yellow part in the egg, that is it is present there as well, and also present in the chloroplast membrane. Glycolipid was also present in the chloroplast membrane, and the lipoprotein is also present in the membrane of the chloroplast, as well as it occurs as a component of the membrane of mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, as well as the nucleus, and it is also present in the egg yolk, means yellow part of the egg. Now if we talk about the fourth one conjugated molecule, that when protein and nucleic acid combines, it makes a conjugated molecule, that is nucleoprotein. And nucleoprotein is basically formed by the molecules of the protein and the molecules of the nucleic acid. They are basically formed by the simple basic protein as well as a nucleic acid. Basically they are the main components of the chromatin material, as well as the ribosomes and the chromosomes as well. They are basically the main component, the nucleoprotein, that is a main component of a chromosome, ribosome, as well as a chromatin material. So basically that was a fourth conjugated molecule, that is a nucleoprotein. that are formed by the molecules of the protein and the nucleic acid, like they are formed, these conjugated molecules are formed by the combining of the biomolecules. Like if we talk about the lipoprotein, that is formed by the molecules of lipid and protein, nucleoprotein, that is formed by the protein molecules of protein and nucleic acid. If we talk about glycoprotein, it is formed by the it is formed by the molecules of the protein and carbohydrate. And if we talk about the glycolipid, that is formed by the carbohydrate and lipid molecules.